Palestinians, or the people that live now in Gaza, will be living beautifully in another location.
King Abdullah II visited the White House on Tuesday as U.S. President Donald Trump reaffirmed his demand that Jordan permanently accept Palestinians and support the U.S. plan to take control of Gaza. Trump described his proposal as a wonderful plan for the Middle East.
But it's going to be a wonderful thing. It's going to be wonderful for the Middle East. I think it'll turn the Middle East. I think you're going to have peace in the Middle East. You're going to eventually have peace in the Middle East.
Before their meeting, Trump told reporters in the Oval Office that significant progress would be made. He stated that the process was not complicated and would ultimately succeed.
And the whole thing will come. It's not a complex thing to do. And with the United States being in control of that piece of land, a fairly large piece of land, you're going to have stability in the Middle East for the first time.
He added that
the Palestinians, or the people that live now in Gaza, will be living beautifully in another location. They're going to be living safely. They're not going to be killed, murdered, and having to leave every 10 years, because I've been watching this for so many years. It's nothing but trouble. Everyone's being killed. They're being robbed. It's like living in hell.
He suggested that these locations could include land in Jordan, Egypt, or other areas.
And I believe we'll have a parcel of land in Jordan. I believe we'll have a parcel of land in Egypt. We may have someplace else.
King Abdullah and Egyptian President Abdel-Fattah el-Sissi rejected Trump's plan to relocate approximately 1.9 million Palestinians forcibly. King Abdullah declined to share an alternative proposal with reporters. He emphasized that Egypt and other Arab nations had developed a plan for the region.
The president is looking at Egypt coming to present their plan. As I said, we will be in Saudi Arabia to discuss how we can work with the president and with the United States.
Abdullah mentioned that discussions were planned in Riyadh.
There is a plan from Egypt and the Arab countries. We're being invited by Mohammed bin Salman to discussions in Riyadh.
Abdullah stated that Jordan was prepared to accept 2,000 sick children for medical treatment.
The president is very happy that we do this thing with 2,000 children as quickly as possible. And again, I believe that the president is looking forward to getting a group of us Arabs here to discuss the overall plan.
And last question, the 2,000 children, are those from the Gaza Strip?
Absolutely, from the Gaza Strip.
Trump insisted that the U.S. would not be purchasing Gaza.
We're not going to have to buy. We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy. We will have Gaza.
What does that mean?
No reason to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it. We're going to get it going eventually, where a lot of jobs are going to be created for the people in the Middle East. It's going to be for the people in the Middle East, but I think it can be a diamond. It could be an absolute tremendous asset for the Middle East, and you're going to have peace. It's going to bring peace in the Middle East.
He assured that there would be no further disputes or instability.
This is going to bring stability and peace to the Middle East, and ultimately, when it's developed, which will be in quite a while from now, because we want to let things calm down, but when it's developed, it's going to bring tremendous numbers of jobs to the Middle East, including the people of your country.
The meeting was crucial for King Abdullah, as Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu issued warnings regarding Hamas.
And meeting all our war goals
That
include destroying Hamas's military and governing capabilities and making sure that Gaza never poses a threat to Israel again.
Trump expressed doubt that Hamas would meet the deadline and accused them of trying to act tough. He warned that all negotiations would be canceled if the hostages were not released by the deadline.
Should the ceasefire then be off?
Well, I would say this, and I'm going to let that because it's Israel's decision, but as far as I'm concerned, if all of the hostages aren't returned by Saturday at 12 o'clock, I think it's an appropriate time. I would say cancel it and all bets are off, and let hell break out.
The agreement between Israel and Hamas regarding hostages had been negotiated for months. The Biden administration worked with Qatar and Egypt to facilitate the agreement. On Monday, Hamas threatened to postpone the next release of Israeli hostages, accusing Israel of violating the terms of the truce.